from our days when we started in law school, diversity has always been important to him. And I was in the Black Lawyers, he was in several other organizations, Jewish lawyers, Ladasa lawyers, any organization he was involved in. And Allonn was really instrumental in bringing those groups together. This was in the 90s when there was a lot going on about relations between Jewish community and African American community. And he brought the groups together, which I thought was brilliant. And I think that he continues that.
He always wants to increase the opportunities for unrepresented groups. He's always talked about how he really feels that there's not enough of one group or another group specifically, and he thinks that the firm and the bar ought to do more.
52% of the citizens in California are minorities, but around 7% of them are lawyers. When you look at the judiciary, the numbers are even worse. The good news is those numbers are ramping up. It's getting better. There's an awareness of it. There's an interest in it. That's great. But the numbers themselves are pretty daunting. It's unfortunate because the whole idea of having diversity anywhere in an organization, in the judiciary, in the profession, it's all about bringing different backgrounds and different mentalities to a given problem.
He is now the co-chair of the diversity committee at the firm itself, and I think much of his actions have, in that capacity, have resulted in opportunities for minority lawyers and staff people in general in the firm that might not have been there before. And he, quite frankly, walks the walk, you know. He not only talks the talk, but he walks the walk and tries very hard to promote diversity, and that's one of the things that's most important to him. Comes across every day.
He's created this, this community where he has lawyers, law students, and judges of diverse backgrounds come together, and he's always calling me to ask me, will you attend this event? I think people need to see you. Do you know any other judges of diverse background that would come out and talk to these law students because they need to see you? And I think his commitment to always reaching out and trying to make sure that law students feel a part of the community by seeing someone who looks somewhat like them, I think it's important, and I think it's great work. So the one thing I can say about Allonn is he's always calling me to ask me to do something, and I always say yes.
My approach and our approach is, as long as you're moving the ball forward, as long as you're doing something to make it better, that's a success. If you have reached out to a student that maybe wasn't thinking about law school and you made them think about it, that's great. If you can find someone that maybe isn't really on the track towards success and you meet with them, don't just talk to them, meet with them a few times, take them under your wing. Even if they don't look like you, they don't come from where you come from, they're a little different than you. That's a huge success. If you can do that on a broader scale and you can bring people together that don't normally interact, that's wonderful. And I think that's really what it's all about.